All right, we'll open the regular meeting back up. We had a closed session to discuss two separate union contracts. The first one is with IBEW, our Public Works Union. We have a contract before us that has been voted on by the union, which is a 3-year contract with the salary of the general wage increase of 6% the first year, 4% the second year, and 3% the third year. Is there any other discussion or comments on that before? Oh, okay.
Did you want to just state that they're all now considered public works, they're no longer streets and
yeah, so we kind of did, the other things are just some language things that we have a public works department, we don't have necessarily a streets department, a parks department, we have a public works department. So, which kind of goes with how we've been staffing it, and the duties have been set up, so now it just kind of makes it clear to new employees coming in that we have a public works department, you may be assigned to do jobs within that. So, good point, Dan. With that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the contract.
I'll make that motion to approve.
Thanks, Dan. Do I have a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Thanks, Paul. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. Our second contract is with MNP, which covers our police department. That contract that we have before us is a 2-year contract with an 8% general wage increase in the first year and a 5% increase in the second year. That is pretty much the only things in there. There wasn't any other major changes that we had in that contract. It was generally wages. So with that, is there any discussion, comments, questions? I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Thanks, Ryan. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Thanks, Dan. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Job well done, Council. So, thank you. It's always my least favorite activity of being in this office is labor negotiations. It's terrible. So, especially when you know the majority of the people personally and in other ways in town, and then you're in this seat, so it just gets a little uncomfortable. It's nothing. I'm glad that everybody this time around, it didn't seem like it was made personal by anybody. It was business is business, and we're trying to do the best for the taxpayers, the employees, and be a good employer, be a good steward of the taxpayers' dollars, pay attention to the circumstances that are going on in the economy and the world that we live in today. So thank you guys for doing that, and thanks, Tim, for being on it too. So
Hey, got done before September 1st.
Hey, we're done before September 1st, which I think is, well, it's way a first before from anything I've ever been involved with here. So thank you, everybody, for that.
It is hard work.
With that, there wasn't any questions on correspondence. Our next meeting will be on September 11th at 6 p.m. I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. Thanks, Mel. Do I have a second?
Second.
Ryan, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night and a good Labor Day weekend.
And it feels weird to motion or second